Adobe Creative Cloud as a whole costs you around $70 every month. That is almost $840 a year. And if you use more than one program, Photoshop with Premiere, After Effects, and Illustrator, you are effectively paying monthly rent just to open your own files. The strangest part of the story is that if you stop paying for a single month, you immediately lose access to everything. Your files, your projects, years of work, all disappear behind a subscription wall. But the truth no one tells you is that almost every program in the Adobe suite has a free, open-source alternative that does almost the exact same job without a subscription and without threatening to delete your work if you are late on a payment. And we will go through them one by one. GIMP, or GNU Image Manipulation Program. This is the most famous alternative to Photoshop, and it has been around since 1996, meaning it is much older than Photoshop in its modern version. The program supports layers, masks, brushes, selections, color grading, and even opening Photoshop's PSD files. For many years, its interface looked very dated, but the latest version completely redesigned the interface, making it much closer to the Photoshop experience. The real difference shows up in advanced tools like AI background removal or professional CMYK printing tools, which remain a genuine weak point. But for creating thumbnails, social media designs, and daily image editing, GIMP covers almost everything without you paying a single cent. Krita, which is another alternative, but completely different from GIMP in its objective. If your focus is more on digital painting than image editing, this is the right program. It was designed primarily for artists and contains hundreds of ready-made brushes that simulate watercolors, charcoal, and oil with incredible accuracy. It supports simple animation, virtually unlimited layers, and symmetry tools that make drawing characters easier. Many concept artists and manga artists use it on a daily basis instead of Photoshop because it was simply built for this exact purpose from day one. Inkscape, the direct alternative to Illustrator, a completely free vector drawing program that supports Bezier curves, gradients, text on paths, and direct export to SVG and PDF. Logos, icons, and illustrations. All of this can be accomplished without opening Illustrator even once. DaVinci Resolve, and this is actually one of the strongest alternatives on the entire list because it doesn't just compare to Premiere Pro, but competes with Premiere and After Effects combined in a single program. Developed by Blackmagic Design, they offer it completely free. The free version includes professional editing, color grading tools used by real Hollywood studios in major movies, and even an entire section called Fusion for Visual Effects and Motion Graphics that is identical to After Effects in concept. The paid version only adds a few advanced AI tools and noise reduction, but 95% of what a regular content creator needs is available for free from day one. Kdenlive and Shotcut, which are two much lighter video editing programs than Resolve, and very suitable for anyone with a weaker machine. Kdenlive offers an interface closer to Premiere Pro in terms of the timeline and multi-track editing. While Shotcut is simpler and faster to learn, they do not offer color tools at Resolve's level, but for daily editing, trimming clips, and adding transitions and text, both get the job done efficiently and at no cost. Blender, and this name always pops up in any list of free software because it is simply a miracle in itself. It started in 1994 as an in-house project at a Dutch studio and became open source after a crowdfunding campaign raised €100,000 to fully liberate the software. Today, Blender is not only an alternative to 3D software like Maya or Cinema 4D, but it also contains motion graphics and visual effects tools that make it a partial alternative to After Effects, in addition to a built-in video editor and a 2D animation engine. Real movies and scenes from major productions have used Blender in stages of their work. The learning curve is very steep, and the interface initially looks intimidatingly complex, but whoever gets past the first few weeks discovers that they own a complete production studio at no annual cost. Natron, which is a more specialized alternative for those who just want something specifically like After Effects without Blender's 3D complexities. It relies on a node-based system like professional compositing software, supporting layer compositing, chroma keying, and motion tracking. It is not as popular as Blender, but it is a lighter and more focused option for those who only work on simple visual effects and compositing scenes. Scribus, the alternative to InDesign, a free desktop publishing program aimed at designing magazines, books, and print-ready files. It supports linking text between pages, managing colors in CMYK much better than GIMP, and exporting high-quality PDFs ready for the print shop. The interface is a bit old-fashioned and takes time to get used to, but for designing an e-book or a small magazine, it completes the task fully.